Not all exercise or yoga programs are suitable for everyone, and this or any exercise program can result in injury. Please consult your doctor before embarking on this yoga stretch program. The advice and instruction presented are in no way intended to be substituted for medical counseling. To reduce the risk of injury, never force or strain. The creators, participants, and producers of this program disclaim any liability or loss in connection with the exercise or yoga posture demonstrated or the instruction and the advice expressed herein. Welcome to our Yoga Stretch and Strength program. Today, we're going to do a routine for prenatal yoga. So let's bring our hands to our heart and focus on our breath, taking that full deep inhale and long slow exhale. During your pregnancy, you really want to stay in shape and do what is best for your baby to be. Prenatal yoga is a wonderful way to do both. So whether you're new to yoga or already experienced, you can really enjoy the benefits of yoga while you're pregnant. Even more than physically preparing you, yoga will help you mentally prepare for the birth of your baby by teaching you to listen to your body and be in the moment without anticipation. The best way to do this is to focus on your breathing. Use long inhales through the nose and exhales through the mouth. So let's get started with our first yoga stretch. Bring your hands to the mat, circle them up to the sky, and press your palms together, just creating length in the spinal column, but creating space for the baby. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, bring your hands into Shiva Mudra, which is interlocking the first three fingers, index finger pointing up and thumbs are crossed. It's like that little church in a steeple. Now bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle your arms up. Come back into Shiva Mudra, lifting and reaching up through the torso. Take that full breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to slowly bring those hands back to your heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, interlocking your fingers back to Shiva Mudra. Remember, if this is too much on the shoulders, then you can always let the arms go and just keep reaching through the fingertips. Take a nice full inhalation. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So let's make our arm circles move. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, pressing the palms together. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms back to the heart. One more time. Inhale, circle up towards the sky. Exhale, and hands to prayer. Now we're going to move into little bird, pushing the hands out. Thumbs come out, and now open up the chest, lifting your heart. Bring your hands back together, and now to the heart center. Push the palms out in front. Thumbs open up, open the chest. Now bring your hands back together and to your heart center. Inhale, pushing the palms straight out in front of you, opening up chest expansion. Now slowly bringing your hands back and to your heart center. Our next posture is called side bends. Bring your right hand down to the mat, pressing into the palm of the hand. Reach that left arm up and over the side of the face, really opening up the rib cage and the back body. Now take another full inhale, slow exhale, and release your hand down, bringing your right arm up and over the side of the face. Now letting the head and neck just kind of fall in line with the spinal column. Relaxing, breathing, taking another cleansing breath. And then as you exhale it out, bring your hand back to the floor. So inhale, reach the arm over. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach up and over the side of the face. Exhale, release. Reach and extend through the fingertips. Now to the other side. Remember, this is your class today, so just go at your own pace. You don't need to keep up with me, and anytime you need to take a break, please do. Now release that hand back like you're going to reach and pick up an item behind you, really opening up the shoulder and the chest. Sometimes in pregnancy, our back gets so breathe deeply. And as you exhale, let's go ahead and bring that hand to the mat. Inhale, reach the left arm up and over the side of the face. And now slowly take that arm behind you as if you were going to grab something, but feel the opening of the chest and the shoulder. Let's take an inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, coming into a gentle spinal twist. Float the hand to your knee and that right hand to the middle of the back, the sacrum. Now stay long and tall through the spinal column, lifting the heart with that inhale. And now that long, slow exhale. And now bringing your hands back to your knees. Let's go to the other side. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale, reaching up, getting long through the spinal column. Taking that right hand to your knee and the left hand in the middle of the back. Again, rooting down into the sit bones. Lift the heart, elongate the spine. Take a nice deep inhale and a long, slow exhale. So really be careful of twisting here. We're only twisting the upper body a little bit. We're not really trying to get into the belly or the lower back. So very gentle. Bringing your hands back to your knees. Sit up tall. And now we're going to come into bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. Bringing the feet together, we're opening up the inner thighs and the pelvis. Grabbing the big toe with your middle finger, index finger. Think again of lifting your heart center. Letting the arms stretch out and relaxing the knees. Close your eyes for a moment and come back to the inhalation and exhalation. Stay tall through the spine. Keep that space created between the hip bone and the rib cage. See if we can relax the knees down a little bit further towards the mat. Pull into the pelvic floor. Now we'll take another full breath and gently bring your knees back. And we're going to come into a tabletop position. We're going to do a little cat and cow stretch. But this is really about stretching the pelvis. So we're tilting the pelvis down, tailbone down, opening the shoulders, coming into cow now, just a small lift of the tailbone. Exhale and hug the baby in as you pull the belly in. Cat and cow will tone the lower back and the abdominals and will release any pressure in your lower back. Now tilting the pelvis, inhale, lifting our heart, exhale, and come back to that neutral spine. Now we're going to come into pointer dog. You're going to reach your right hand forward and your left leg back. Holding, staying balanced and focused. Take another full breath in, release your hand and knee. Now let's extend the left leg back and reach the right arm forward. Now really putting the weight into the knee and the hand. Think about hugging the baby, pulling the belly in. Stay focused and now release. Now we're going to go side to side. So inhale, exhale, reach. Inhale, release. Exhale, reach. And now inhale and release. Just find that neutral alignment in the spine while maintaining the contraction of the abs and the back. This is really good work for your lower back, building strength and balance. So reach out through the fingertips and the toes and release. Reach and extend. Keep the head and neck in line with one another. Reach and extend. And now slowly release. Reach and extend. And now let's come into child's pose. Move the knees wide apart to accommodate for your belly and keep your toes together. Rest your hips back on the heels and allow the head to rest out beyond the mat, keeping your elbows soft. Relax the lower muscles in the back and allow them to lengthen. Remember, if your head doesn't reach the mat, another good practice is to just fold the forearms and bring your forehead to the forearms. Child's pose is a restorative posture, and this is really a good time for you to nurture, take care of yourself and the baby. So deep breaths into the belly and into the chest. And now walk your hands back. We're going to curl the toes under and roll into the toes. So really balancing here. Just keep your fingers to the mat. If you're ready, then the elbows into the inner thighs. This is called garland pose. And we want to pull up into the pelvic floor, building strength into your legs, your hips, and keeping the spine long, keeping the back very lengthened. Anytime you need to get out of the pose, just bring your hands back down to the mat. Now press the hips up and lower your weight into the heels. Walk your fingers, hands to the thighs, and take your time. Slowly roll up. Good. Come to the center of your mat to standing mountain pose, Tadasana. Your feet are hip width apart, your hands to your heart. Come back to your breath. Feel grounded, connected to the earth. And remember, your feet are the foundation. So spread the toes, soften your knees, and circle the arms up to the sky. Coming back into our Shiva Mudra, lifting up through the torso, lifting our heart, taking a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, reach your arms up, Shiva Mudra. Think of creating more space in the spinal column. Take a deep inhale, and now as you exhale, bring your hands back to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up. Shiva Mudra. Take a full deep inhale in through the nose. As you exhale, let's bring our hands back to the center of our chest. Inhale, circle the arms up. Press the palms together. Now we're flowing that arm circle, reaching up to the sky and letting go of the hands. One more time, reach up. Exhale and hands to namaste. Now little bird, pushing the hands out, opening the chest, chest expansion, palms of the hands together, and back to the heart center. So inhale as you lift your heart. Exhale, bring your hands together and back to your heart center. Inhale, push the hands out, open the chest, hands back together and to the heart center. Now we'll come into our side bend, reaching the arm up next to the ear and then leaning gently. So we've got that shoulder dropping down, opening up the back body. Bring it back over the ear and then release it to your hip. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale into that side bend. Now roll that shoulder down, opening up the shoulder blades. Bring that arm back over your ear. And now slowly come down. Now you can take these side bends a little slower than I am here, supporting your body with your hand to the hip. Be aware of your breathing. Just taking nice deep breaths, reaching up towards your ear. Exhaling as you lean into the stretch. Dropping the shoulder down gently. Coming back over the side of the face and releasing back down to your hip. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale into the side bend. Dropping the shoulder down. Bringing it back up and bring the hand to your hip. Our next posture, we're going to come into what is called a horse stance. So bring your hands to your heart and separate your feet about 3.5 feet apart. Circle your arms up towards the sky and bend your knee into that squat. Reaching up, inhale, exhale, release your arms. Reach up tall and then come into that squat. Now we're building strength in our legs and our glutes. And now we're going to bring our hand into our heart and come into that deep squat. So we want to tuck the pelvis under and keep the back flat. Now reach your arms up and back to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up, press the palms together. And now float the hands down to the heart as you come into that prayer squat. Now back into our little bird. We're going to open the chest, reach the arms up, and bring the hands to the heart center. Push the hands out. Open the chest by bringing the arms back. Reach the arms to the sky. And now down to the heart. Inhale, pushing the hands out. Bring the arms out. Reach up towards the sky. And press the hands back to the heart center. One more time, push the hands out. And now let's open up into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Now gaze at your fingertips at that right hand. Keep your shoulders right over your pelvis and remain focused. Think about being relaxed, breathing steady. So let's bring our hands back to our heart center and we're going to go to little bird again, opening our chest, reaching the arms up and down to the heart center. Inhale, push the hands out. Open the chest. Reach the arms up and down to your heart. One more time, reaching forward, opening the chest. Hands together and to the heart. Now reach the hands out and now let's open up to the left side, bending that left knee over the left heel. Take a deep breath in and as you exhale, sink a little deeper into the pose. Relax your shoulders, keeping them right over your pelvis. Take another deep breath in and sink into the pose deeper. Try to relax and breathe. Now release your hands to your heart. We're going to step our feet together, just a little bit wider than our hips, coming back to our prayer squat, bringing the elbows into the inside of the inner thighs, pulling up through the pelvic floor. Relax the shoulders down. Feel strength into your quadriceps and your glutes. Stay focused to the floor. Draw the belly in. Take that full deep inhale and long, slow exhale. Squatting is the best thing for your baby, really opening up the birthing channel. Now we're going to carefully come down to the floor. Bring your hands to the mat. Slide the back foot very carefully, coming onto the sit bones. Bring your feet in front of your hips. We're going to roll down onto our back. So you're going to grab the back of the hamstrings and then roll down slowly. Rest the head and the chest down. And we're going to come into what is called pelvic tilts. We're just going to be here on our back for a little bit, not too long. But we want to really stretch out your back. So we're going to draw the belly in and drop the sacrum into the mat. And then you're going to inhale, rock the tailbone down, lift the hips up. So we're really rocking through the pelvis. So inhale, exhale, draw the belly in. Inhale, lift the hips up. Good. Exhale, draw the belly in, tailbone comes up. So our next posture is bound angle pose. Walk your feet together, bringing the bottom of the feet so that the knees drop out wide and open. Let's stretch out the upper body by interlocking your fingers and bringing them over your head. Remember, just move at your own pace. Now feel the stretch of the spinal column, the opening of the hips, the inner thighs. Remember, anytime that you feel uncomfortable, just slowly come out of the pose. Remember, this is your yoga practice for you and your baby. So let's take another inhale, and as you exhale, let's bring the arms up and over the shoulders. Bring the inner thighs back together, and we're going to roll on to the side of our shoulder and hip. Now we're going to keep the knees bent and stacked and come into a nice spinal twist by opening the arm, reaching it as far back as you can. Relax the shoulders down, and then turn your head gently away from your bent knees. Stay with that full deep inhale and long, slow exhale. Slowly bring that hand back. And now we're going to gently push up using your hands, and we'll come into that spinal twist on the other side. Just take your time. Slowly come onto the side of the shoulder and the hip. Inhale as you open the arm up really wide, getting that full stretch into the chest. Relax the shoulders down. Stay with the inhalation and exhalation. We just want a mild twist into the spinal column. Remember, you can always place a blanket in between your knees or a pillow. Bring the hands back together, and now push up slowly back into a seated position. Let's stretch the upper body by rooting down into the sit bones. Inhaling, reaching your arms halfway up, bending the right elbow, and wrapping the left hand underneath. This is called eagle pose, and it really is a nice stretch into the traps. So lift up the heart, elongate your spine, and root the sit bones into the mat. Lift the elbows up slightly, and now release. Circle your arms up, interlock your fingers, pressing the palms up towards the sky. Nice stretch through the entire upper body. Take another inhalation. And as you exhale, let's bring our hands behind our back now, opening the chest a little bit more. This is called Yoga Mudra, interlocking your fingers together, taking those shoulders back and opening the chest. Keep your breath even and steady. And now release your hands, coming back to the shoulder, taking that left hand, bending the elbow, and wrapping the right arm underneath. Try to relax the shoulders down and away from your ears. Keep lifting through the heart and the spine long. Breathe in, breathe out. Now release your hands, circle them up over your head, interlocking your fingers and allowing the shoulder blades to slide up. Keep the chin down slightly, but keep the spine long. Take a full deep breath in, and now as you exhale, release your hands behind your back, interlocking your fingers and opening your chest. Take a full deep inhale and long slow exhale. Now go ahead and release your hands, circle them up to the sky one more time, and bring your hands to your heart center. So coming to our final relaxation, sitting with our hands pressing together into Namaste. Listen to your breath and feel the rise and fall of your belly. Know as your breath begins to calm you and bring you peace, you are also creating a calm, safe environment for your baby. Begin to expand your belly with your inhale and gently pull in your belly button in and up towards the baby as you exhale. Deep abdominal breathing is calming and reassuring. As you go back to your yoga breathing, always in and out through the nose, stay focused on your breath. Thank you so much for being part of our yoga practice today. Namaste.